And we are live. Hello. Talk to me. Yeah. Make sure your sound's all right. Don't scare me. Don't scare me with that.
Would I?
No, I don't want none of that. Hello. It's Sunday afternoon. Chill out.
Chilled.
That's it. I'm relaxed. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody on a replay. Hello, and welcome to episode 36. Indeed. The MANDAWHOVIANs.
I want to know how Tim got a boulder shoulder advert. Poor old Frank's just got an anti-vaping advert and Tim get bras.
Really? I saw a bra one the other day. And she's giving it some of this one and this nice cut. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'll have some more of them adverts.
Good old YouTube. See, it always amazes me because they bang on about you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do the other.
Oh, yeah.
Try typing Brazilian wax tutorial.
Okay, and what happens?
You get some very graphic Brazilian waxing tutorials.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've got to ask you, why did you type that in the first place? Who's this? It's just the thought. It's sort of like, what point did you think, I know, I'm going to type in Brazilian waxing? What?
No, I was reading something on Twitter. Yeah.
About Brazilian waxing?
No. It was vaping, and the geezer was saying, we can't mention vaping products or show certain things about vaping products, and yet there's vaginas on YouTube. And somebody questioned it, and then it came up. Brazilian. Well, I'm thinking, hold on, because it's a tutorial, so it's showing you how to do it, so fair enough. But when I had a look, there was no attempt to cover any sort of bits of the.
Well, so you saw the fufu.
Oh, and the arse when they're doing the.
You saw fufu.
Full blown, mate.
Full blown fufu on YouTube. Wow. I didn't think you could get fufu on YouTube. Wow.
Full blown fufu.
Full blown fufu. And and a chuchi hole as well.
The chocolate starfish was there to be seen.
Wow, fufu and chuchi holes on YouTube. Wow.
There we are. Hephaestus says that's not all you can find on YouTube. The mind boggled.
Well, it's always bugged me that it wasn't last year, the year before, wasn't it, when the Subada stuff was, channels were getting kicked off and deleted and strikes were going off. But there's tons and tons of hemp. I mean, proper hemp, as in cannabis YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah.
And you think,
honey.
Oh, well, come on. Well, let's do what we're supposed to be doing. You normally say hello to everyone in chat.
All right. We'll stop talking foo-foos
and chuchi holes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Richards. Hope the stomach's feeling a bit better, mate. I'm glad the oxo's staying down at least. Daytime Frank, how do you do, mate? Dion, the ever wonderful Gaily Bobs.
Oh,
Mr. Spears, Ben, dude, you're gonna have to lay off those low ohm coils, mate. If you've got 3 mil of ash.
Yeah.
Not good. 30 miles from an active crater. No, I'm not having that. Hephaestus, greetings. Mark and M. Hey up.
Hey up.
Master Baker. I do like that one.
Master Baker.
Master Baker.
Master.
Bo, you sexy beast. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Mr. Leach, good afternoon. Timmy. My little one's still eyeing up my Baby Yoda hat. Not having it.
You can't see it. My Baby Yoda's there.
On top of Cartman. Bunny! Hope that paddle's warm. So, I caught some of it. Did you get any more uncomfortable for the chats on Friday?
I never watched it, so you'll have to let me know.
Well, I sort of was in the middle of watching it, and then we had a bit of a family crisis, so it was all hands to the pump. So it were, but your bro was on, Mo was on, Mick was on.
Oh, my bro was on, bless him.
Yeah. So I hope you all had a lovely time, darlings.
So, dude, let's start the show. What are you vaping on?
Oh,
all
sorts.
Oh, I like that.
Lost Vape Orion Q Pro, and that has some of the Riot Squad Lemon Custard Nick Salts at 10 mil. Very nice.
The Nick Salts, the NS20s I like, and the NS10s, the 10 mil. The 21s are nice as well in a pod system.
Oh, I can't be dealing with 20. 10, fine. 20, no. Viper, and in that, once more, some more Riot Squad, a very nice peach tea. Now, this is gorgeous. Really sweet peach on the inhale. And then you get almost a bitter taste underneath. And it took me a while to work it out. It's the black tea. And it's literally tastes like black tea. It's gorgeous. It really takes the edge off all that sweetness.
You can say black tea is quite bitter though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And then I treated myself Da Vinci X.
That is nice. I've got to admit, that is a nice kit. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it is.
It's hefty, isn't it? The weight of the battery just gives it, but it's a good solid build as well. The only thing I would say is the 35 watt coil does seem to be ploughing through juice, but what it is doing happily is 70-30.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got in it at the minute, because I ran out of the. I did have Blue Raz Nick Salts in it.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely gorgeous, but ended up on the candy cane from Nova Vapes and absolutely lip smacking. It really is an amazing amount of cloud out of it as well.
That's good, that.
That's the 35 watts off a pod kit. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it feels like a SoulOhm tank. I mean, you let me have a go at it last night, and that feels like just like a normal SoulOhm tank.
This will probably become my daily banger now. Because three of my mods died over Christmas, which is why I ended up getting the Aegis X.
But that's chunking through batteries, though, you were saying.
It is, which is why I thought, do I look at Da Vinci? Now, I had a look at the new Aegis pod as well in the shop. great vape, lovely flavour. But what the lads were saying was apparently there's almost an RTA coming out for it rather than an RBA deck. So once that comes out, I will be very, very interested in that. Oh,
Marcus, there's a range of... Yeah, you've got the right squad. They've got NI20s and NI10s as well. SN, NS.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Nick Salt shots as well. So
those right squad shots are absolutely banging. I've got another one to try, which is a cherry fizz, so it will be good. How long till they bring out a 510 adapter for it, like they did with the boots? Just get a mod in the tank. Very true point, Gav. I don't think it's far off, mate. I think what you're looking at is a downsizing. It's almost like the wattage race in reverse. Yeah, instead of hitting that 200 point, which very few people do, mainstream seems to be heading for that 100 watt limit.
Yeah.
And you'll end up with a 100 watt pod.
Yeah, basically a 100 watt pod.
So that'll be a 21700, single 21700. Get a decent coil on top of that and you're laughing.
Yeah. I think that's the way the world's going now.
And
let's face it, especially on this style. One thing I've learnt with working at TVS is a lot of people come in with broken glass. It's a big thing. You would be well surprised how many people walk in. Have you got a replacement glass for this tank? Have you got a replacement for that tank? Well, these, if you drop this, the likelihood of you actually breaking the tank on it, because this is all metal all the way around, and your actual pod's on the inside. So the chances of you actually breaking is very, very slim. Would you agree or disagree?
No, I'd agree completely with that. Sorry, the lads were just saying, there's a 510 out for the Vinci X.
Yes, there is.
Now, I bought the RBA with the kit, so I shall be attempting to coil that little beast.
Yeah, what I'm interested into finding out if the one for the RPM actually fits this, the Polar Night Taste King. Because if it does, because this goes up to 80 watts and it's corking. It's a corking little device, this.
That will be an interesting hack.
Because I'm going to take this to work tomorrow to see if the actual RPM 40s fit it.
Oh, bad boy.
Oh, no, I'm not daft. Because I know, by all accounts, I haven't tested it, but by all accounts, the Node coil fits this as well.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah.
I'm just amazed at how good a vape it is off such a simple device.
Yeah, I was with this one. The benefit that you've got with yours is that you can take the 18650 out. I think that's the good bit.
That's the bit I'm liking, because I'm very suspicious on lipo packs.
Yeah.
Especially when you get down to the smaller ones, because they've only got so many charges. At least with the battery, I can sort it that way.
Yeah. Obviously, you can always carry a spare 18650. So.
But this is it. I mean, I've always got batteries in the car, so...
Yeah. So do you want to know what I'm on, or are you just going to reach out?
No, I'd love to know. When Katie appears in chat, mate, I read it just in case. So, what have you got your lips wrapped round?
I got a new toy.
Oh!
It's only a little toy. I got the Dead Rabbit V2. And I've got that on my Rogue. And to be honest with you, considering it's the version 2, very subtle in upgrades. Very, very subtle. But what the subtle upgrades are has actually improved it.
So worth getting, though.
Definitely worth getting, yeah. Just only slightly, like I said, only little upgrades. Right, the deck itself, instead of being a straight T, it's now more like a Y, very much like the up. But on that, the actual deck, they've got an actual cutout as well. So obviously you can get your snips in there really easy and cut them. That's nice. The airflow is, you've got two types of airflow. You've got like a mesh airflow, or you've got a massive big hooving loads of airflow. So you've got two different types of airflow on there. And that's basically it. It's exactly the same as the original Dead Rabbit. So yeah, I am absolutely loving it. Just thought
Nice one.
know. Got a simple round wire build on this. It's coming out at a 0.16 ohms, 5 wraps, 21 gauge, 3mm diameter, and loving it. And in there, I've got Just Juice lemonade.
Ooh, what you reckon to that?
I like it. Bit tarty, but I like it.
I'm just on the pear and apple, and it's a lovely flavour, but there's just a bit too much cooler in it for me.
Oh, I've got no cooler in that. Mine's just lemonade. And I'm also on the Keen with the Twisted Messers 24 Pro with the Eclipse cap. And in there, what have I got? Come on, what have I got?
Go on then.
Yes.
Good man.
I got more.
Squirt punks.
And finally, but not leastly, I'm on obviously the Polar Night Taste King, and in that I have got the smallest amount of Trapple. Tiny. I've got to get some more of that. And that's it. That's all I'm vaping on. I'm very simple today. Very, very simple.
Saint, you're right. I do like a lot of tart.
Oh, I like a lot of tart.
Curvier the better, son. Now, there was one thing I forgot to mention, the Da Vinci Air.
Oh, yeah.
Because Da Vinci Draw is definitely more of a direct-to-lung, they've now released a mouth-to-lung version, which is Da Vinci Air.
Right.
Apparently that's on sale at the minute, so whether it's to go up against the OBS Cube mouth-to-lung and all the rest of it, you know. But if you could get the draw off that, on that, you'd be laughing.
But to be honest with you, I don't know what it is, but I like these styles. Especially yours, the Vinci X. I think that's really nice. It just felt sturdy in the hand. You feel like you got something. The only thing that I would say, because the way that you're holding it, it does feel like you're having to hold it at an odd angle. So I suppose it's more of a thumb.
Yep, that's how I'm doing it. Thumb on the button.
See, I'm a finger firer, so it felt a bit weird. I don't know why. I always do on my mods. I'm always a finger firer. I suppose you could have it on the side and be a thumb firer like that.
I suppose you could squeeze it and grip it. Yeah. No, that feels weird.
I'm surprised they never went with a 21700 though.
It's probably in the way the range is growing, it's probably coming. I think that this may be a severe cash grab before the market collapses.
Yeah. Have you put built on it yet in the RBI yet?
No, not yet. To be honest, I've put my glasses down somewhere, so.
Oh, bless you.
Trust me, when I'm working with a deck this tiny.
When I'm working with a dick this tiny. You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen.
For a man that prefers fingering, come on.
Hey up, bastard. All right, buddy.
Gutter.
Straight away. It didn't take long, did it? So, when you're working with a small deck.
Yes. Optics are required.
Yes, I know that one. Yeah, it's like that Druga one I've got. it's so small to build on. It's sort of like, yeah, you can do it. It is possible, but yeah, that's a bit of a pain.
You ain't kidding. Oh, bless. Jenny, how you doing?
Hello.
Yes, Mick, that did go downhill fast. All it took was a little slip of the tongue.
That's what she said. I say, chap, boy.
With your reputation. Oh, bless. Sounds like Bo's having a game work balance crisis.
Oh, I mean, that's a hard choice, that, Bo. Reviewing gaming.
Dumb.
It's hard, isn't it?
Well,
it's hard
this
choice.
week I thought with having a week off, I'd get to crack some games on the Shield. Yeah, because there's some really good stuff on there. I haven't had a chance. Been running around doing all sorts. So
yeah, as soon as you have a week off, you're catching up. You need 2 weeks off. So the first week you catch up with all your stuff, and then have a week off. But it never works that way.
No, it just means a longer lift, mate. It's not good.
And Mick's off to Manchester this week, so Home Firth could be coming back. There's a little shop. There's a wee little shop in Home Firth I've heard about.
Yes, Big D's. Might be worth a little crack.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting ready for a bro trip.
Yeah, we ought to be.
We haven't had a bro trip for a while.
No. What do you fancy?
Yeah. Well, Home Firth's only up road.
Yeah, or a bit further north. We could do that.
How far north do you want to go?
North and west.
North and west.
It means going through Lancaster, but
all right. Come to Gainsborough. Yes, definitely, Bo. That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, I think we ought to.
I think we ought to do Bo first. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I've just did what I've just said.
No,
we're gonna do you.
No. No.
We're gonna get you over that counter. Ooh. Squeal, Bubba.
The size of him.
Yeah, well, you hold him down, be right. No.
Yes, thank you, Jenny. I don't think you'll reach the top of my counter mark.
No, probably won't. What you on about? I need a box on my counter.
Bless you. No, I must admit, I would love to go up to see the Vapory.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, given it's not far, I think we ought to go Ras Steamworks as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Get him a chair to stand on. Hi, only little.
You need one of them padded poofs.
Why do I need a padded poof? What's a padded poof?
One of them poofies.
Oh, puffy.
Ah, poofy.
Poofy. Yeah, it would actually be nice to go and pop up to Vapory. Yeah, we ought to do that.
There we are. Steamworks is 10 minutes drive from the shop.
There you go.
Get him a ladder. He needs a full set. Irish. There's no need for that.
Irish. Come on.
Apparently, there's a little stool available. I say. No, we haven't done a road trip in a while, so
No, we haven't done one for a bit, so yeah, I think we ought to.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it'll be an interesting one.
At the present moment, it'd have to be a Sunday.
That's it. We'd have to do it live.
We'd have to do it live.
Dear God, alive with Bo.
Alive with Bo. Hey, it's not the first time.
No. Bless him.
We've done it before.
At least this time we'd be leaping up to serve a customer rather than go for slash. Oh, bless you.
Oh, bless you.
No, Mick, no. Yeah, too right. Like the Radio 1 roadshows, that's it.
Yeah.
We turn up with a laptop and a camera and that's it.
Yeah, that's
Nobody's safe.
Live. It'd be ace. Yeah.
Be scary.
The roving reporters.
Stood outside the Viper. Extraordinary.
I think it's all over. It is now.
We're going to do Bates on live cam.
Simon Bates. Na, 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 na. This is Bo.
Bo dropped his mod. And we all know things break as they do.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Here we see a wild Bobo in his natural habitat. Well, grapple me great nuts. Look at the way he manipulates that juice under the shelves. You got a lip mic and do your best Eddie Waring.
Yeah.
He's an up and under. Yeah. He still does that on a different station. I was going to say.
Simon Bates?
Yeah.
God. Wasn't he on like Radio London or something like that at one point?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure he was.
I used to listen to that.
No, Dalek again. He's gone old Dalek on us. No, lost you completely. Gone. Sorry about the intermission, darling. Ding, 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 ding. No, nothing, sir. Nothing at all. No, nothing. Got a load of air noise. Hey, Mick, calling you Mick now. Vic, hello, kiddo. It's the revenge of Doctor Who for mixing up with Star Wars, definitely. Eggs, one. You back with us?
You ain't kidding.
Yeah, yay!
Yay! Hiya, Vic. Oh, bless. It's the revenge from Doctor Who for mixing it up. There's nothing wrong with mixing two of your favourite things.
Yeah, I thought that... Come on. I thought that was a good title, that.
The MANDAWHOVIAN.
Because obviously we will be talking about The Mandalorian and we'll be talking about Doctor Who, the last 2 episodes. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yes. Well, let's get some news out the way first.
Ooh, some newsy news.
Newsy news.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
No.
News time. I'm going to have to make a bumper. It's no good.
Alternative universe, Vic is Vic. Thor, a version of Vic, which can actually safely wield a hammer. Bit harsh Irish.
There you go.
So following all the grief that the states had faced over vaping. Now, American scientists have now started taking pot shots at Public Health England's claim that vaping is 95% safer than smoking.
Again.
Claiming it's outdated and myth rather than fact. So the media's picked up on it. And researchers from Virginia Commonwealth University have not carried out any studies to disprove the PHE statement, but say the original claim is now irrelevant. The only reason it's irrelevant is because the politicians, the glory hunters, and the plain fucktards are not listening to reasoned fact anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
So 6 scientists penned a piece in validity of an oft-cited estimate of the related harms of electronic cigarettes, which was published in the American Journal of Public Health, which I'm hoping is a nice thick tome, because that means I won't be buying any bog roll for a while. The 95% safer estimate is a factoid, unreliable information repeated so often it becomes accepted as fact. Really?
Ooh.
Public health practitioners, scientists and physicians should expose the fragile status of the factoid emphatically by highlighting its unreliable provenance and its lack of validity today, noting that many changes in the e-cigarettes devices and liquids, the accumulation of evidence of potential harm, the increased prevalence of use, and the growing evidence that e-cigarette use is associated with subsequent cigarette smoking. Where? Quote your sources. There is no evidence for that last fact that I have seen anywhere.
So is that, I'm going to say, Irish and Frank saying the VCU is funded by Phil Morris?
More than likely. More than likely. Unfortunately, doesn't say. Well, John Newton from PHE said the research tells us nothing new. Medical bodies across the world agree that e-cigarettes are not without risk, but are far less harmful than smoking, which kills 220 people every day in England. The 95% estimate was developed by independent academics that we agreed was a reasonable estimate at the time and a helpful way of communicating the different scale of risk between smoking and vaping. PHE is constantly reviewing the evidence around e-cigarettes, and the next review will be published in the next couple of months. And no doubt ignored by the Americans. Onto which, we were speaking about fucktards. We've now reached the pinnacle of these. Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, God.
He had a bad day in court. A Supreme Court judge says...
Can I just say something?
He
had a bad day in court, did he?
Yeah.
So what?
Well said. A Supreme Court judge says the current ban on flavoured vape products in New York was an overstep. So it was brought in as an executive order by Cuomo in a bid to stop the so-called teen vaping epidemic and the Valley outbreak. At the time, he made the infamous statement, "Is vaping better than smoking?" Technically, yes, but so what? So the Supreme Court Justice Catherine... why did they do this? Kolakis responded to an appeal for the lifting of the ban brought by the VTA, Benevolent E-Liquids and Perfection Vapes. She says that the governor acted wrongly as the emergency regulation encroaches on the powers of the legislature to make policy decisions that can affect significant number of citizens. So no doubt he'll probably be back in court appealing.
He just doesn't like vaping, full stop.
Well, this is it. And it also paints a very different picture now on the New Jersey flavour ban. Because the Senate there looks likely to bring in a legislation banning all vape products. It's going to be voted in tomorrow. However, should the bill be passed, expect another court case looking at overturning that. But if New York's had the wrist slapped, then you would expect it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're having it slapped, New Jersey's definitely going to get slapped out there. But Como, what a knobhead.
You ain't kidding. I whether these people are going to get back into power come the elections will be interesting. And finally, I saw the story and I sort of went and had a look on some of the videos. And the anti-vape brigade over in the US proved once more that they are batshit crazy. Yeah. They've started this, it's a hashtag started by Truth Initiative. This is quitting campaign with dual users destroying their vape kits. Yeah, in various methods.
Oh, God, yeah, they're burning them and all sorts.
Yeah.
A lithium bloody battery? Come on.
This is it. It may only be small, but somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, this is...
I mean, this is not blooming burning records like they did with blooming Beatles. This is a blooming lithium battery.
Well, all it takes is one hard man to take a hammer to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were literally burning them.
Absolutely crazy. So what's going to happen if it backfires? Somebody gets injured. Do you think the Truth Initiative's going to...
No.
You know?
I mean, Jesus Christ. He's just getting crazy.
Absolutely mental. They say 60% of the US don't smoke or vape, so it may not change any votes. Fair enough, but it has been... There was a lot of work when... around the time of the Washington rally, and where a lot of the vaping bans were definite swing states for the various politicians. Not so much in the Senate, because obviously you go by the state, but there we are. Cancer UK found less than 1% cancer markers in vapors. You've got more chance of dying from getting run over on the way to the vape shop.
Yeah, you have. That's how crazy it is. I mean, let's face it, it doesn't take a scientist to work out what chemicals are in a vape and what chemicals are in a blooming cigarette.
Yep.
And it's like, well, yeah, look at the chemicals that you're actually vaping and look what the chemicals are coming out of a cigarette. And it's like, yeah, you can tell it's safer straight away.
Well, I mean, this thing with the Juul, it's just another example of how ridiculous it's got. Because if this was a vape, if this was a pro vape thing, do you not think? I mean, look what happened when you put up a juice review with an animated style background. Yeah?
And all it was an animated background.
Straight away, somebody on. This is not the time to be using cartoons to advertise vape products.
And it was only the vape air. It was the vape air that I did, and it was in the style-esque of their promotional, how they was doing. You know, at Expo. If you looked on the wall on the vape car, is it vape cargo? Yeah, it is vape cargo design with
cartoon style.
It was that kind of background, and I used a similar type of background, and I got slated, and that was a pro vapor.
So we police our own. You know, how many aunties have turned around and said that's really not a good idea? The only one that I've seen was there was a Twitter sort of saying, let me quote, "This is so extremely dangerous it beggars belief." And TikTok US, TikTok UK, Tisha all would be promoting it. Lithium-ion batteries should not be abused like this. This is just an accident waiting to happen. What on earth are Truth Initiative thinking? They're not, love.
That was Truth Initiative. He's just packed full of lies.
Well, you know, aren't they seriously funded?
Yeah. Oh, they are funded. It's just crazy. I mean, there's one thing, not liking something, but so like burning them and smashing jewels is dangerous. You're messing about with potential bombs. I mean, it's a battery. I mean, they're not just a AAA battery.
Oh, no.
These are proper, serious batteries that you're messing with. So you need to be disposing of them correctly, not just burning them. just to make a point.
I wonder how many of these Muppets are vegans.
Oh,
You know,
God.
save the planet, save the planet, save the planet. I'm not saying that all vegans are like that. I'm just saying it seems to be the ones. The amount of toxic fumes and things coming off that fire when you burn that sort of battery.
Yeah.
You know, and don't take much. You get a thermal runaway in one of them, bang, boom, gone. You know, and I bet they're not flat jewels either. Yeah.
Well, irrespective, it's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. But
Oh, it is. Right. On to a bit of news from the movies.
Ooh, from the movies?
From the movies. So, I found that article last week with a few of the up-and-comings. There's been a couple that have jumped out that are going to be recently... Well said, Timmy. All those toxic fumes from burning the plastic. Maybe that's what they're all getting high off.
Yeah, it's about blooming right.
So, Birds of Prey, for those that aren't aware, it's a bit of a Batman spin-off. It's got Margot Robbie in. She's... I know. It's easy. If one blows up and goes wrong, then they can turn it around and say he was vaping it at the time it blew up. Probably.
Yeah.
So Margot Robbie steps back into the role of Harley Quinn.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Along with the Huntress, who in DC lore is mother of, I'm sure it's Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Black Canary, and Renee Montoya. Interesting looking film. There's a lot of split sort of opinions on whether it'll be any good or not. Personally, I'm prepared to give it a chance.
Oh God,
I quite enjoyed Suicide Squad. So.
I really did like Suicide Squad, but I did like Harley Quinn. She played such a good part with Harley Quinn.
Oh, she did. Yeah.
Oh, especially with that blooming Brooklyn accent. Oh, it was just... there was just something about it.
I've watched the teaser trailer for the Birds of Prey, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm liking it. It's.
I'm sure I've seen a trailer for it.
Oh, there is. There's been.
Yeah.
But there appears to have been, I think, what can be described as negative reaction in some of the test screenings.
All right.
So there has been some changes made.
Now,
Vin Diesel, who doesn't like a bit of Vin? That's what she said. The comic book hero Bloodshot. It's Vin's latest film, and that's out on February the 21st.
That'll be interesting.
It's a fairly standard superhero setup. You know, Marine and family killed. Evil corporate brings him back to life. But there's a bit of a twist to the plot line, and I'm not going to give it away.
No, don't give it away.
That definitely looks worth a look at.
Didn't you say there's going to be a new Invisible Man?
I did, yes, February the 28th. Oliver Jackson Cohen, Elizabeth Moss, Aldous Hodge and Storm Reed. This appears to be based more on the H.G. Wells novel.
Oh, that'll be good then.
And it's the Universal Pictures classic monster character. So whether it's... Originally it had Johnny Depp in the title role. So that was when Universal said they were redoing all the classic monsters. So it's been brought back to life. So I don't think it's the Universal dark universe, as it were, which is what the Mummy and what was the other one? King Kong was set in.
Yeah. Oh, you thought they would have put it into the dark universe, wouldn't you?
You'd think so. I think it was a recovery because when the Mummy bounced as badly as it did at the box office, I think the whole dark universe thing got put on
See, I enjoyed The Mummy.
It was all right.
I enjoyed it. All right, yeah.
If you'd lost Tom Cruise,
Tom Cruise wasn't. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tom Cruise, I've got to admit. But overall, the storyline and everything else wasn't too bad. I mean, what was his name? Russell.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
I thought he was.
He was good, and I thought they could have increased him. That story could have been, because he were a bit. He can play that.
Bit naughty.
Yeah, I did like it.
Yeah, Steve, I'm the same, mate. Kong versus Godzilla. I'm really looking forward to that.
See, I don't like them.
I love Godzilla movies.
No, I'm not into Godzilla, and I'm definitely not into King Kong. They just do nothing, absolutely nothing for me. Them films. Nope, sorry. I wasn't a fan of Jurassic Park either.
Really?
Yeah, the first one I enjoyed thoroughly, but then after the subsequent, no. Another one that I don't like as well is Alien versus Predators. I don't like them. They're separate universes. Leave them alone. Keep them away.
Oh, Bo, you've just started a fire there, son. Apparently, what's Rise of Skywalker? It was okay.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a bit, yeah.
And finally, coming up in April, we've got the New Mutants, which is an offshoot of the X-Men universe. This looks a lot darker. Hell of a lot darker.
Oh, it needs it.
From the trailer promo I've seen, the overall tone of the film seems a lot darker. Whether it's R-rated, that'll be another...
As long as it doesn't go down the route of Mutant X.
No, I don't think it's quite as cuddly as Mutant X was.
Mutant X was terrible.
Mutant X, I was half waiting for the moral of the day at the end.
Yeah. At the end of it, I was expecting, and today's letter was A. And the numbers 1, 4, and 6. No, that was bad.
Now, Black Widow is due out on May 1st. And Wonder Woman 84 is currently slotted for June the 5th.
Yeah, that looks quite interesting. I've seen a trailer for that.
I think that'll be the big one of the summer, won't it? Because also in June, the $6 billion man.
Oh no, who's playing that?
Who's playing it? Yeah. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
It's Bumblebee director though, Travis Knight, so it may go a bit kiddie. It'll be interesting. Bill and Ted is August.
Yeah. We've got
Venom 2.
Oh, I can't wait for Venom 2.
Venom 2 is October.
What about when's Bill and Ted coming out? Bill and Ted reboot?
Yeah, August.
August
21st. Middle-aged dads, and then all the wackiness that goes with that. Marvel releases its next big one in November, which is the Eternals. Godzilla Kong is November the 20th, so that'll be going up against the Eternals. And then June is out on December the 18th. That's the one I'm waiting for.
What about is it still just rumours, or is it actually being in process? The Matrix 4.
Matrix 4 at present is May 21st, 2021. So set to begin production in early 2020. So
it's just.
And just for you, mate, there's another Jurassic World.
Oh, God. No.
But now, apparently, the Suicide Squad sequel is pending for not this August, but August 2021.
Hmm.
And the one that's probably going to get a lot of people bouncing up and down, Avatar 2.
Yeah, I've
is
heard about that one.
penciled currently for December of 2021.
I've just noticed what Zan's just put in. World War Z 2 has been cancelled. I didn't know they was going to do World War Z 2. I enjoyed World War Z.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wondered where it had gone from the list, because it was on there a while back.
I don't care what anyone says, them zombies in World War Z were the best zombies ever, because they bloody moved. Well, let's face it, your typical zombies so like slow, and these weren't, blooming heck, they were as fast as out. That part, and it still gets me every time when that city was with a wall round it, and they were climbing on top of each other to get over it. It was like, wow, that was so impressive.
You happy man.
Oh yeah, I thought World War Z was great. I really enjoyed that.
The only problem I found with it was a bit lacking in pace.
Do you think so?
The action bits were great, but the city roundy sciencey bit. Me and Annette have been playing a World War Z game.
Ooh, cool.
Do you think there will be any R-rated movies now Disney only? Due to the new... I think Disney, what we may see, and a lot of the articles seem to be hinting at it, the movies are more likely to be hitting the R-rated sort of levels, whereas the TV is definitely going to be wholesome kiddie stuff. Because which brings us nicely around to the Mandalorian. I mean, when you look at the Mandalorian, it's dark.
Do you know, if we're going to start talking about Mandalorian, I still think that's Star Wars for grown-ups.
It's awesome, isn't it?
I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely, from start to finish. Me personally, the only complaint I've got, they're not long enough. I want them longer. So I want an hour at least, not 30, 40 minutes. I want an hour. They're just not long enough.
Works.
They're not long enough for me. No. You're just getting into it, and it's sort of like, yeah. And then it finishes. It's sort of like, no. I love it. I think they could turn it into just a Western. It could be anything besides Star Wars. It's just an almost Western type of feel to it.
Yeah, but that's how Star Wars started out. It was more a space Western, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the characters that they've got in it. You've got that subtle hint of Star Wars, but it's in its own realm, it's its own world and everything. And yeah, I've just enjoyed every bit of it. When he took his helmet off, I was surprised who it was.
Bit of a letdown when he took his helmet off.
Do you know who he reminded me of? Him who played the Frog Brothers. I can't think of his name now. You know what I'm on about? The main Frog Brother?
Yeah. Corey... Oh, hold on. Corey Feldman.
Is it?
Yeah.
He was the lad that went off and ended up having all drugs and that lot.
And
almost got a look of Charlie Sheen. Is it Charlie Sheen or Marty Sheen? One of those. One of Sheen's. Got that similar look.
I never knew that. Apparently, yeah, the main one was Corey Feldman, yeah? But it was Kiefer Sutherland's half-brother that played the lead vampire.
All right, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which I thought was... Never mind.
There you go. But yeah, he kind of looked like him, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a bit. I mean, obviously there was the beard, but...
Wait, just I thought, oh, when you was hearing the voice, because the voice is very Clint Eastwoody type of voice he's got.
His face doesn't suit the voice.
Yeah, it was so like, oh, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was expecting some chiseled, American chiseled, gun ho type of looking man, and no, it wasn't. It was this young lad, lad from Essex.
Given the fact his helmet's never off,
yeah,
he had rather a swarthy skin tone.
Yeah, he was well tanned.
I was expecting disfigurement and. Boker, you're all right, mate.
Boker, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, should Mark and M said we think the Mandalorian should be renamed the Baby Yoda Show.
Yeah. Oh, Baby Yoda's ace.
Oh, it's awesome.
I thought that little bit was quite interesting right towards the end, where the female Mandalorian, her who made all the bits and pieces, started talking about the Mandalorian as a creed, or whatever you want to call it, was an enemy of the Jedis. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that goes back the Mandalorians and the Sith. The Mandalorians were mercs, and the Sith sort of allied themselves, and they both went up against the Jedi.
Right. See, I didn't know that bit.
And that's where they speak through voice modulation units in their helmets. All right, Irish, all right.
Yeah.
So he's got one that makes him sound like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, when he takes his helmet off, he speaks like Pee Wee Herman.
Now, there is a couple of things at the end of the series, and it's a very important weapon in there. That's going to have some major implications for Series 2. Major implications. Plus, it looks like there's other Force users within the Empire.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting.
I was much impressed with the TIE Fighter, though.
Oh, it's good, weren't it?
Because you don't normally see TIE Fighters' wings fold up like that.
Oh, when it landed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite impressive, that.
Yeah, I was quite impressed.
And that R2 unit. You don't see R2 units like that either. It had legs and arms.
R2?
Yeah, it were an R2 unit.
In the TIE Fighter, I missed that.
No. When they was going down the river of lava.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that was an R2 unit, and you don't normally see R2 units with legs and arms. No,
he was the ferryman, wasn't he? So, yeah.
He was doing all that with the lava. I thought, oh, that's different. Because obviously you were always looking for things, little key points like that. I mean, I was continuously looking around. I'll tell you one thing, I was gutted about I Have Spoken.
I thought you might be.
I was gutted. I liked him. He was lovely. He was sort of like, oh, bless. I was gutted. He was like, no, I like him.
No, I must admit, I mean, Santa's BFG, have we spoke about The Witcher on Netflix? No, we haven't.
No, because I've not watched it.
He's not watched it. I quite enjoy. I didn't like the first couple. I've now watched it through to the end, and it's grown on me. Yeah, big time.
I've had a job. I've been watching Mandalorian, Life on Mars, and I'm in the middle of Ashes to Ashes at the moment. So I haven't even started. I've got Dracula to watch, which I'm really looking forward to watching.
I'm saying nothing.
So there's just not enough hours in the day at the present moment.
And I definitely won't do any spoilers, mate. Definitely, because it's one of those that's probably going to be one for later in February, March. Yeah. Give everybody who's going to get the chance to watch it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about The Witcher. Well, I can't talk about it because I ain't got a clue. I've not watched it whatsoever. So I suppose we're going to have to talk about it, and I think this is going to take up a good chunk of our show. Doctor Who.
Done.
So we've had 2 episodes, or 1 big episode. We've seen an interesting twist at the end of the first one with the Master.
Yeah.
Read an interesting comment by somebody on Twitter the other day about it. Obviously about Gallifrey. And someone turned around and said it could be all in her head at the present moment. The whole storyline could be all in her head.
That's the corker from Big. You mean, Doctor, let's leave a door open to rewrite the last 50 years who?
Yep. Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to do. I really do. I think they're trying to redo it.
I'm not impressed with the choice of Master. When Sims did it, he was manic. But there was still a level of hard calculation.
Same with Missy. I mean, I thought Missy was awesome. Missy, she were ace. I don't care what anyone says. Considering how many Masters we've had, I thought she played a really good part. It was so clever. But him, no. No, nothing.
Far too manic.
It's 3 o'clock, isn't it? Thank you, sweetheart. Silence of the Lambs going well? Chianti. Some father beans.
Less foreplay, come on. What I didn't expect from any version of the Master is the screaming hissy fit.
Sorry?
Which is what I didn't expect from the Master, or anybody playing the Master, is a screaming hissy fit. And that's what we saw. I think some of the humour was in, and it's not very often I say this, was in poor taste. Especially the bit with the Nazis where she's removed his perception filter. And then he turns around to the Nazis and says, can't we talk about this? You've always seemed like very reasonable people to me. I just thought I was a bit...
Yeah. There's been quite a few little digs, is the best way of putting it. It's like when Stephen Fry turned around and said that, I thought you were a bloke. No, and she turned around and said, no, I've had an upgrade. I thought, ooh.
Yeah, I can go with that. Vic, come on, let's have the rumour. I could do with that.
Yeah, I could do with Pixie.
Time Lords have sets of regenerations. In a previous set, the Master and the Doctor were married. Their minds were wiped during Rassilon's time, and Susan, the grandchild, turns out to be Missy.
Really? Interesting.
That's an interesting one.
Because I always thought the Doctor and the Master were brothers.
No, they were just friends.
Because they grew up together, didn't they?
They grew up together, which is always a bit weird because was it Sound of the Drums or was it Tennant's Christmas special, End of Time? I think it was End of Time. They've got the Master and the Doctor looking into the Untamed Schism. Very young, yeah? Then in later stories, it's almost hinted that the Doctor was half human, yeah, and that they didn't actually get chosen to go to the academy until they were like 15, 16, which puts it completely at odds with the earlier visuals. But I mean, if you go further back, it was hinted at that there was 3 founders of Gallifrey, yeah? There was Rassilon, I think the guy that was exiled to the black hole. Vic, help me out.
Vic has got a point, yeah. When the Master was killed, he turned around and said, you wouldn't kill your own, yeah. That's why I always thought they were, like, related. But obviously being two blokes, you automatically assume that they were brothers.
That's it. Rassilon, Omega, and the other. And it was always hinted that the Doctor was potentially the other. They were the 3 founding fathers. Now, we know Omega's exiled into black holes and negative space. Rassilon has been portrayed in various forms throughout the series. Sometimes as a hero, sometimes as a manic despot. Dalton was of that vein. The five Doctors, Rassilon was portrayed as starting the Death Zone, the Death Games. So, you know, there's a lot of ways this could go. And the Timeless Child, Rassilon was 007, and then apparently a master from Game of Thrones. True.
Yeah, very true.
But the Timeless Child was mentioned way back at the start of the first series. So obviously it's an arc they've been planning for a long time.
Well, it's the thought that sort of like the Master's gone back to Gallifrey and burnt it.
Yeah.
It was that bit that was... Because I always thought that was locked in a bubble.
No, locked in an alternate universe.
No, it was locked in a time bubble, wasn't it? It was right at the end of the 50th anniversary one, when you had the 2 Doctors. They had the 3 Doctors, should I say. You had the War Doctor and Tennant and Matt Smith. They put to Gallifrey, because that's what it said, Gallifrey falls no more. So how did the Master find Gallifrey? And then right at the end of this last Sunday's, the Doctor went to Gallifrey. But I always thought Gallifrey was locked in a time bubble, because at the end of Matt Smith's time, when he got regenerated, they helped him because they let him regenerate again, because that was going to be his last regeneration, wasn't it? That's when Capaldi came in.
But Capaldi's been to Gallifrey since the bubble incident.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So it is, it's possible. I love what Vic's just put. Moffat takes 3 seasons and a special to save Gallifrey. Chibnall goes, let's nuke it.
Yeah.
Now, because it's come from the Master, you've got to wonder whether it's actually happened.
Exactly. That's what I was on about when I heard someone tweet about it.
But I don't know. I mean, where is it? Darren, Mr. Robertson. The other threw himself into the Great Loom, which is where the Doctor is why the Doctor is thought to be reborn out of the looms, which is the genetic looms on Gallifrey. Because you don't really get a flavour of it from the TV series, but when you start going into the books and the audio plays, there's a lot more rich detail about Gallifrey.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, though, with the books and everything else, they're an entity of their own. You've got to keep in line that most people are only ever going to watch the TV series. They're not going to get into the books and that lot. So you've got to keep that timeline of the actual TV shows. You've got to. Was ever, this is a good one for Vic, because he'll know more than most. Was Susan ever explained?
No. Susan was left on Earth, but there was never really there was very little that I'm aware of explanation on how she was his granddaughter, etc.
And then he had another daughter when he was with Tennant.
Well, clone.
Nah, she's end of the day, she's still his daughter.
Same genetic material.
She was quite cute.
Well, he married her, so I hope so.
Yeah.
And Tennant mentioned he did have a family.
Yeah, he did mention it, yeah.
Now, she's mentioned she's got had a family a very long time ago. Some more of that, really, with the Capaldi.
Oh, you're doing your Dalek again.
Are you joking?
No, honestly. We're upsetting the gurus somewhere. I think you're ready for a new mic. Have we got you? No. Yeah, Susan was back in the Hartnell times. You back with us? Norman Collier lives. Yeah,
yes, Norman Collier lives.
Yeah, you're back with us. I'm going to have to start putting a notice or something just in case it happens again. Do not adjust your sets.
Was that Susan, the Doctor's wife, or his mother behind Dalton? That's the whole gala. That's an interesting question, because normal Gallifreyan, which has always been assumed that the Doctor's mother was, don't regenerate. You have to be a member of the Time Lord Academy to receive regeneration, to become a Time Lord. I can't see how it could be his mother. Now, Capaldi's, where the woman in the shack living out in the middle of the wasteland, that was much more viable.
Mate, we use OBS. He was asking if we use Zoom.
No, it's just my crap microphone. But I always wondered whether it was some member of the family, because there's nothing to say that Susan could actually regenerate.
Vic's just turned around and said, I still think Chignall is going to nuke the past 50 years and do a hard reboot just before the BBC sacks his ass.
Probably.
Do you ever get the feeling, though, that he just didn't want it in the first place? He didn't want Doctor Who?
I think he did, and then when he's got it, he's realised he doesn't know what to do with it. Because it's either that or the board has given him a very PC.
Yeah. Well, the writers, the writing that's going off at the present moment, it's almost like they don't know sci-fi at all. They know how to do drama and that kind of writing, but it doesn't feel like sci-fi to me.
Oh, that's interesting from Vic. Chibnall wanted it, but the BBC don't like his direction. To be honest, if I was a BBC, I'd be looking to get rid of him as soon as possible. Because he is killing it. Figures are down.
I think last episode, this last 2 episodes are the lowest ratings that they've had.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, you've got an episode with the Master should be absolutely edge of your seat stuff. Especially after what Sims did with the Master, because I thought he was the best one.
Yeah, he was really good.
Anthony Ainsley, he's the classic.
Yeah, he's your... Yeah.
But Sims brought it bang up to date. It was there. It was He was the perfect foil.
Yeah.
And now they've got her, and all of a sudden you've got this screaming hissy fit.
Yeah, he just didn't pull it off.
No. Something needs to change to draw people back into it. You're not kidding, Gailey. I mean, this time, if they do this story outright, which I very much doubt, if they can bring in more explanation of existing canon rather than trying to rewrite it, you might pull it off. But
I mean, let's face it. Let's be right. With Doctor Who, what with it being a new character, a new actor, and everything, they could have kept it nice and simple.
Yeah.
A few mini adventures, especially in the first season, a few mini adventures, little storylines, and it would have been nice to get to know the new Doctor. They've got too many companions, way too many companions, and the companions that they've got are boring as hell. Oh, I can't stand them. Honestly, I cannot stand the companions. Absolutely, it just annoy the hell out of me.
Vic's just put a nice bit. The BBC should hand the suitcase of cash to Russell T Davies and give it back to him for a couple of seasons to get it back on course.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you.
I've got another one, and I don't know how Vic's going to feel about this.
Hi, Lethal.
And the name of the guy, Alan Moore. Get Alan Moore working on it.
Who, Alan Moore, what does he do?
Alan Moore is responsible for 90% of 2000 AD. He's responsible for the best storylines that Swamp Thing ever had with DC. He did Marvel Man. He has the chops to take existing characters and to spin it into a completely new direction. See? It's got Vic going.
Oh, never thought of him.
Alan Moore with the Doctor. It would be a lot darker. It would be a lot grittier. But he has the respect for the existing storylines.
I tell you, another good one would be, the guy that did Sherlock. The new Sherlocks that came out a couple of years back.
Mark Gatiss.
Yeah, he would be quite interesting.
He's already written quite a few of them. Trying to think which ones he did. He starred in a lot of the ones he did, but he's already written a fair few of the Who scripts. Neil Gaiman, I would love it. I would love it if they would get Neil. What the whole of this series, sack the PC political writers, getting people with sci-fi chops.
Well, that's what it needs.
That's what it's been missing for the last, dare I say it, 3 series.
Yeah. See, I know you like Capaldi, but I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan of Capaldi.
I loved him.
He got better. He got better towards the second season, but the first one, no, didn't like it at all.
I think he was still finding his feet, to be fair to him, but the bit that pinned Capaldi to my heart was his final speech.
Oh yeah, I mean that was good.
Oh, man, it's not very often I blub at Doctor Who, but by God, I blubbed. The scripts did let Capaldi down. I mean, was it the Robots of Sherwood? That was just a ridiculous story.
The one with the dinosaur right at the beginning, what?
Oh, you ain't kidding. Mind, I thought that was quite funny, to be honest. John Hurt, I would love to see it, but yeah.
I mean, that would have been an interesting spin-off.
That would be an
the
awesome
War
spin.
Doctor.
Well, Big Finish are doing quite a bit with that, aren't they?
Yeah,
so.
Unfortunately, John's no longer with us, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bless him. But yeah. Because let's face it, if there's a thought on the War Doctor, they could have had a really good spin-off that could be a little bit more adulty, a little bit more racy.
Well, they did that with Torchwood.
Oh, Torchwood want more adult.
No, Torchwood had some very.
Oh yeah, of
dark
course it
bits
has.
in it.
Yeah, of course it did. But I mean, it wants a million miles away from the Sarah Jane bloody adventures.
I don't remember Sarah Jane ever getting a good portion in a nightclub toilet, but.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I love Torchwood.
Yeah, I did. I like Torchwood.
You know, and I did. There is a lot of rumour flying around thanks to the scene with Stephen Fry, where they say, well, there's other people to deal with that, and he talks about Unit, he talks about Torchwood.
Because let's face it, Torchwood is no more in the timelines.
Says who?
Oh yeah, by all accounts, Torchwood is no more. Or the original cast is no more, should I say.
Well, you've got somebody that can't die, immortal. Yeah. Let's be right, Captain Jack was Torchwood.
Oh yeah, of course he was.
You know, you got Gwen. Gwen's still alive. Yanto's gone, bless him.
Yeah.
Did you ever go down to Mermaid Bay and see the Yanto Memorial?
No.
In Mermaid Bay in Cardiff, it's just across from the plaza where the glass tower is. There is like a tourist information bit that doesn't exist, but they mocked it up. And when Yanto died, all the fans had posted messages, flowers, there was teddy bears on there demanding his return. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, Bill, I thought Torchwood has been killed off twice.
Well, there was Evil Torchwood. Yeah. And then the end of that was pretty much when Canary Wharf went up. Yeah. Then there was Jack with Gwen, Yanto, etc.
In Cardiff, Torchwood.
Yeah.
That's gone.
So
yeah, that's right. Unit was killed off as well.
Allegedly. However,
because I think didn't Stephen Fry mention? I'm sure Stephen Fry mentioned it about Unit and Torchwood that they're no more.
He did. Unit was shut down because of funding. Yeah, but Torchwood could quite easily be resurrected.
Well, they both could be resurrected.
I mean, it's a shame because I thought Unit was good.
Oh God, Unit was a staple of Doctor Who.
Well, I like the fact they got the Brigadier's daughter.
Yeah, I thought that was clever. That was clever.
There you are. What blew Zan's mind was the face of Bo and who it was.
Yeah.
I thought that was, and it never went in to confirm it, did it? It just sort of said they used to call me the face of Bo.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, but what I found interesting though was look at Jack's face and look how big it gets.
He's a big head.
That face of Bo, that was one big head.
Yeah, but we knew he was a big head.
How'd you go from that to that?
Space clap.
Yeah, space clap.
The way Jack was putting it about, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fathead. We're going to see the end of the Earth. And now then, Fathead, how you doing, mate? It's Bo. Nah, Fathead.
Now, there is an Audible book available on Audible, strangely enough.
Really? Is that on cassette or cylinder?
Well, it's 13 Doctors. So originally it was titled 12 Doctors, but obviously with her appearing. Lethal, don't start with The Witcher.
We're not talking about The Witcher. We're not allowed to talk about The Witcher.
I'm not facing an irate Sam.
8-track. Is it on 8-track?
No.
Reel to reel.
And there's a story with Capaldi's Doctor in there, which is very good. But I've completely lost my track now.
13 Doctors.
Yes.
Audio.
And we were talking about Unit. No, I've lost it.
Unit and Torchwood.
I've lost it now. Bloody Witcher.
There's always one. So we will be poised tonight. Is it 7 o'clock tonight? It's on.
I don't know about poised. Out of push.
Well, I will be watching it, but see, I don't mind her as a doctor. I just don't like it. I just don't like the hangers-ons. I really don't. I mean, one's a police officer, and it bugs the hell out of me. You've got a police officer, and it's sort of like she don't even act like a police officer.
Sorry, Vic's comment. What needs to happen? Beginning of the next series opens with Jodie, then cuts to Matt Smith waking up saying that was a scary nightmare.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I think with the companions that you're talking about, there is absolutely no emotional investment in them.
No, none whatsoever.
Amy and Rory, immediate emotional investment. Rose, emotional investment. Will they? Won't they? Will they? Won't they? You know. And I thought it was very clever that they brought in the whole sort of infatuation line with Rose when Tennant took over.
Yeah.
Because he went from matey to, ooh, hello.
Hello. You raggedy man.
Bill, that makes it even worse. I know she's not an officer, but she's a trainee, and all of a sudden she's allegedly telling her boss she's on special assignment when you're a probationer. No,
it's just not going to happen. But she doesn't even act like a police officer. She just looks like some... Yeah. And you've got the other lad, he just seems like he's stumbling through whatever life and can't ride a bike. And then you've got Grandad, which is as boring as hell.
I don't know. I mean, being fair, there has been a lot of development in that storyline between Graham and the grandson. Yeah.
It just don't work. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work.
I would argue with Clara. I didn't find her that engaging. It was more, I was interested to know how she could go from the Dalek to the barmaid to the nanny.
I still think that Dalek one was a good episode, that.
Souffle Girl.
Yeah, the Souffle Girl. I thought that was corking, that one. That was one of me highlights. Hi, Des.
Des.
It's like one of my favourite Doctor Who episodes was the Weeping Angels, the first one that Moffat wrote, and I thought that was, and there was virtually no Doctor in there whatsoever, but I still thought that was a blooming good episode, that, and I did think the Souffle Girl was on par with it. It was very, very clever.
Vic's just put, I'm going to say one good thing about the first two episodes: Lenny Henry back on the screen and not in a Premier Inn advert.
Yeah.
Even then, Lenny Henry was no way menacing enough to be the big bad.
Yeah, he won.
He got his mum
tied
to a chair.
And I don't care what anyone says, they are Cybermen.
That's what I thought.
They are Cybermen. Because can you remember back in Tennant time when all of us, they'd come back home and they was having all these ghost shifts when Torchwood were messing about and there were ghosts? I still think we're going to see more of that.
Then when he goes and says not enough diversity, how can you get any more diversity in Doctor Who?
Mm.
You know,
Of course, I mean, blooming out. Got aliens
what makes me laugh is when so-called before PC, there was actually far more LGBT characters within Doctor Who.
Mm.
You know, even back to Jack. You know, I mean, he wasn't just bisexual; he was trisexual. He'll try anything once.
Yeah,
you know?
I think more than once as well. Yeah, Stephen Fry's the Doctor. Yes, I would agree. He would be a good Doctor.
Would he?
Yes. Oh yes.
Would he?
Yeah, would he? I like him. I like Stephen Fry.
See, even Tom Baker, right? Tom Baker played it a lot. Very funny, but very physical.
Very manic.
Very manic, very intellectual.
Mm.
Yeah. Stephen Fry, I'd be expecting more of a mix of Hartnell and Tom Baker.
Mm.
But you wouldn't get that physicality.
Well, no, because he's getting on a bit now. When he was younger, yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Mm. I'm going to ask a daft question. Do you think it's because Whittaker's a girl that you just can't take it quite seriously enough, or...?
No. Shit writing, shit direction.
Because I like her.
Overly PC.
I like her. There's something about her that I like. I can't put my finger on it at the present moment. I like her as the Doctor.
You'll end up in court if you try.
No, I don't. No, I don't find her attractive or like that. It's not that. There's just something about her that I can actually warm to her if she was given the right material. It's just almost like her heart's not in it.
I think probably because she knows she's seen the scripts and knows how bad it is. If Stephen Fry had been the Doctor, I would have actually watched the show. See, Hugh Laurie, I still say he'd make a good Doctor.
Yeah, Hugh Laurie would. Yeah,
Hugh Laurie could do it, and I think he could do the physicality as well. I mean, if I was going to say my dream for Doctor Who, Tom Eggleston as the Doctor, Alan Moore as the show overview and main writer, regular guest scripts from Gaiman, sorry, and I think just explore more about the Gallifreyan culture, etc. Because there's not been enough. It's all right dropping bombshells and, oh yes, the Time Lords did this, and then leaving it as a cute explanation. Get more. If you want to drag people back into the series, show a bit more about where he's from. What shaped the guy. Yeah. Oh yes, Benedict Cumberbatch is the Master. That would be, or the guy who played Moriarty.
Yeah, the guy that played Moriarty. Yes, he would have been a good Master.
He would have been an awesome Master.
And I'd have Benedict as the blooming Doctor, because I think he'd have played a brilliant Doctor. No. Oh, I do, because he's got that, especially when he was in Sherlock. So you're breaking up again. You're going to have to find out why you're breaking up. But yeah, I'm trying to... What's his name? I can't think of his name. Who played up Moriarty? Finn. Yeah, he couldn't afford it now. Yeah, are you back with us? No, I've got hissy fit. Yeah, still couldn't afford Benedict now. No, nothing. I've got just hiss.
Hiss?
Oh, you're back.
I'm back. Right. We're all good.
I wonder what's that causing that.
I've got no idea.
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. Is that the guy that played Moriarty?
Because he would be, because he were menacing, he were.
He was absolutely brilliant. Jim Moriarty, that's the guy, isn't it? James Moriarty. Oh, come on. Actor. Sorry about this. And yeah, Andrew Scott. That's who played Moriarty. So
Yeah, he would be a good master.
He would be an absolutely stunning master, but do you have to stick? I mean, I would have still... What's his face? Played before... The actor that played the Master when he was still an amnesiac.
Well, the old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, when he had the pocket watch.
Yeah, what's his face?
Oh, blooming heck. Yeah, he were a bit...
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was clever because he was so like this mild, meek man. And then all of a sudden, no.
Well, it was better than the bloody hissy fit I saw last week.
Mm.
I mean, Derek Jacobi, that's it. He was awesome.
Mm. Derek Jacobs. Derek Jacobi. Sorry, I told you I can't read. You see, you wanted me to read people's names out, and I can't even read that. See, told you, crap.
But this is, I mean, Benedict, even when you look at Sherlock, they only do sort of three, 4 episodes now, don't they?
He would have been a good doctor. I don't. Saying that when he was playing Sherlock, it just reminded me of a doctor.
No, he's too pretty. Oh, Tim Roth and Brian Blessed apparently said they want to play the Doctor. Tim Roth, there's another one I'd give my left arm to see as a Doctor. He'd be awesome. You could almost see like a little sort of Columbo twist coming out of him.
Brian Blessed. Gallifrey's live!
You, Dalek! Back off!
Come here, Dalek! Brian Blessed. Yes.
Don't you know who I am?
Big booming voice. He's ace, he is. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Bless him.
He's rolling on now.
He must be rolling on something. I think last time I saw it, I think he was climbing mountains. Amazing man.
He's done loads since then. He's 1936 he was born.
36, wow. So he's 80...
Blimey.
80 odd.
So what's that making then? So 36, that's 1940, 68, 80, 87, 86, 8. My God. But I mean, when you look at some of the villains he played in Space 1999, he had that menace.
Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, it's an old character, isn't it, now?
Oh, yeah.
For a new, young... You've got to remember that they're aiming Doctor Who at a new, young audience.
And that's half the problem. Yeah, I know everybody says people hate millennials because they're millennials. Yeah, we do.
Is it? Do you think that could be a problem with?
What?
That we're
out of touch.
Out of touch. We're old and archaic, antiquated.
No, we were spoiled with excellent writing, fantastic acting.
Well, goes Rachel. Hope you're better.
Got slightly. Addicted to tea, I don't say. Okay, boomer. Yeah, cheers, Irish. I'm not a boomer, mate. I'm Gen X.
You're Gen X?
Yeah.
Is that what we are, Gen X?
We are Gen X.
Yeah, we're not boomers, are we? We're 70 babies.
We were the guys that were at the start of punk and goths and
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
yeah. Space 1999, apparently it's now on the Italian TV companies co-funding it. Space 2099.
Really? That will be interesting.
Irish, when I see my hair, I will. Rowan Atkin. Oh, Doctor Who Blackadder crossover. Didn't they talk about that for Comic Relief?
Yeah, they did
I
one.
know he played the Doctor,
Mm.
but that would have been good for that. Us millennials are getting on the old side. It's that Gen Z generation snowflake that everything is being aimed at.
Yeah. You'd probably be right. It's so like, is it because we are of that ilk, do you think, that we're just not seeing... Well, saying that, the viewing figures are showing, really, aren't they?
It's... Everybody's too scared to have an opinion in case you offend somebody. The snowflakes are making it difficult because they're, I'm offended, and writing to points of view or whatever the current version of that is. You know, back in the day, if a program got 20 complaints, would that be a newsworthy item? Because it is now. You know, public outcry at so-and-so. There's, 20 complaints? Whoop it. Yeah. Now the Space Series 1 Space 1999 tune stuck in my head.
Don't forget, Vic, September the 13th, 1999.
You're a bit late, kid. No, I mean, to be honest, I mean, Space 1999, the first series was awesome.
Yeah.
The second series and the third started getting a bit silly.
Well, the first season was how they wanted it. The second season was because how they was told that they wanted it, if I remember rightly.
And then you got shape-changing aliens and more special effects.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, the first season was aimed at the UK. The second season was aimed at America.
Irish. I've got it sorted. Get Irish as the Doctor, Sinner as the companion, and Dainty as the Master. We'll fix the whole PC thing in one episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I could see sales of ball gags and lube going to the roof after that one. 50 Shades of Gallifrey.
50 Shades of Gallifrey.
Blake 7. I don't think they could do it, to be honest. Blake 7.
Yeah, I think that would be an hard one.
I'll be Russell. Vic says he'll be a Russell, benevolent dictator who goes insane.
Nice one.
Let's look into that, Vic, shall we? You could have an army of evil minions.
Yeah.
On your
I actually think I think Vix is the Master anyway. He's already got the goatee. I think I think Vicky's the Master.
You saying there was a misfire with the tissue compressor or something?
Well.
That was the only good thing out of last week's episode. They brought back the tissue compressor. Because as a kid, that thing terrified me.
Did it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the end of Legopolis. they there's that bloody motorbike coming through on the mic.
Yeah, I can hear a motor. I wondered what it was.
The end of Legopolis, the TARDIS landed in the lay-by next to the A road, and Tegan broke down with the ant. And you just saw the black gloved hand beckoning. And next thing you know, Tegan's ant's about that size. Yeah. It was awesome. Roger Delgado's style master.
Yeah.
I'll probably that.
Cross between that and Ming the Merciless.
No.
He's alive.
We need Liz, Empress Minge.
Empress Minge.
What would Mini Minge?
Mini Minge. Oh, I'm Mini Minge. Oh, dear God.
Oh, bless. Oh, that'd be awesome.
He's just destroying my childhood completely into it. But yeah, they need to do something. They really do.
It's killing it.
Mm.
You know, the BBC killed it last time by cutting the cash flow.
Mm.
The writing got crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing the same cycle.
Hip hop afternoon. Yeah, do you think it's? I mean, towards the end of the classic series, it was the same thing that was happening.
Yeah,
The stories just went downhill.
And everything was based. There wasn't as much special effects stuff. You were going up against the same sort of foes. So you were going up against Arani. You were going up against Master. Yeah. It seems to be heading that way.
Yeah, it does. It feels like it's. I forget his name now.
Chibnall.
No. The last in the classic. The last classic Doctor.
Oh, Sylvester McCoy.
That McCoy. That's it. It feels like it's going down that route.
God, I hope not.
To me, it does.
There were some classic storylines.
Oh, yeah, there was. Don't get me wrong, and I've got a feeling that probably this Doctor will have some good odd episodes, but it just feels like even when the classic Doctor Who was there, it was so like yeah, all right, yeah, oh, it's another Doctor Who one, yeah. It just lost that momentum. It lost that enthusiasm. It was so like, yeah, let's just produce another Doctor Who, and that's
Bonnie Tyler was a companion. That was the point where I stopped staying.
Yeah.
After I watched Doctor Who.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, couldn't fill Perry's shoes.
Well, no. Perry.
That was the best regeneration ever.
Yeah. Thing is, though, I met her in real life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I went to a convention a few years back to go and see Doug Bradley, who's Pinhead.
Yeah.
And they had Perry, they had Colin Baker, and they also had the guy that did R2-D2 there.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little guy. He's no longer with us now. And I ended up spending more time with the Doctor than else.
Well, when Finn went to the Comic-Con at Doncaster, we only went so he could get Sylvester McCoy's autograph.
Yeah.
To be fair to him, I mean, he was only there for the cash. It was a tiny little event. I'm amazed he went. But he spent 5 minutes chatting to Finn. Yeah, and Finn went in all nervous and all the rest of it. And the next thing you know, 5 minutes chatting with Sylvester McCoy, he walked out like he could kick the car out of the space. Oh, he was walking on cloud 9.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah. And because Finn had picked up that love of classic from me.
Yeah.
It was just so. It was a real dad moment, yeah, because your son's liking something that you grew up with, yeah.
Well, when Colin Baker was really nice. In fact, all of them were really nice, to be honest with you. Doug Bradley were awesome, like. And it was at the time that it had been when Tennant had taken over.
Yeah.
It was roughly around about that time when I went to see him. And he was so enthusiastic about it. And it was lovely to see. You normally, because obviously Doctor Who would come back, you'd think there'd be a little bit of a, yeah, it's back, but it's not quite the same. But he was so enthusiastic about it.
I'm not even going to read Hip Hop's comment.
Yeah, see, Hip Hop's into EastEnders and all that lot, and The Voice. Oh, and what's that? And Britain's Got Talent.
Dumb. I mean, I still think some of the old Doctors got treated fairly shoddily.
Yeah.
The 50th anniversary.
Because
Colin Baker was never asked to do anything with that. Apparently. McCoy wasn't. I would have loved to have seen McCoy. Yeah, because he had that Troughton sort of clown.
I liked McCoy. I thought he was a good Doctor. I really did. I just thought that the writing was just lame.
You ain't kidding. But you can see why we're drawing the comparison that we're hitting the same cycle again. It feels like it's on wind down. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely does to me. It's so like, we'll just throw something out. It's Doctor Who. Yeah, be right. And you can tell that the BBC's not that bothered about it because they've moved the times. They've put it to a Sunday.
Yeah, Doctor Who's always been Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. I mean, on a Sunday was your all creatures great and small time.
Lovejoy.
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff.
It's in the Lovejoy slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before Antiques Roadshow.
Well, no.
It is though, isn't it? It was Songs of Praise, Antique Roadshow, and then Lovejoy. And it's in that slot. So, bye, Bo. Yeah, we're getting off in a minute anyway. It is already 10:02. I can't believe it. Where did that go?
Lovejoy. Many a weekend forced to watch that because Dad liked it. I have. Lovejoy is one of my guilty pleasures.
Is it?
I've been watching it on the replays on Dave and
I used to like. What was her name now? She was a woman police officer.
Juliet Bravo.
Yeah, Juliet Bravo. I used to like that, and I used to like Bergerac as well. As a kid.
Cat's Eyes.
Can't remember that one.
It was a spin-off from the soft. Was it Gentle Touch or Soft Touch?
Okay. Touch. I don't know.
But it got Leslie Ash in.
Was never a fan of Leslie Ash.
Really? Jill Gascoigne as well. For the older lady, there was something about her.
Dempsey and Makepeace. Oh, blooming heck, I remember that.
Lovejoy's Ian McShane in American Gods.
Brilliant.
Best actor they could have chosen for that role.
Yeah, he plays brilliant. I love American Gods.
Oh, God, yeah. Pre-trout lips. Yes, she was.
Pre-trout lips.
Now, what will be interesting is once they've actually finished the storyline of American Gods, whether they do the rest of it, like the Nancy Boys.
Yeah.
Because it's not quite a prequel, but it's a spin-off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And that should be good. She ended up looking like a glass carrier. It's weird though, because whatever Ian McShane's in, he seems to play this amazing role. I watched Death Race, the original. the other
Oh
day.
God, yeah.
And Ian
What,
McShane,
Death Race 2000?
No, not the one with Sly Stallone in, the version with what's his face? Jason Statham.
Mm.
And Ian McShane plays the pit boss.
Mm.
And that was just brilliant as well.
Mm.
Very light touch to it, bit of humour, bit of gravitas. You know, it was absolutely fantastic.
Mm. He is a good actor, though.
Yeah, but it's not the same without the mullet.
Well, yeah.
That and the bleached denim, yeah.
Yeah, well. Right, kiddo.
I'll beat denim on denim, kid.
Well, yeah. Jeremy Clarkson look.
That's what kills me now. Son's walking around in joggers.
Mm.
Oh, pull some jeans on. Why? They're old man's trousers. What?
Jeans are not old man's trousers. Never has been. No.
They are, mate. You look at it now. Jeans, blue denims have become the old man's trousers.
Well, I'm quite happy being an old man then.
Me too.
Mm.
I'm just waiting for him to bring out a darker colour than black.
Yes, Irish. I liked him in John Wick as well.
Canadian tuxedo.
Chris Doyle, welcome back. Hope you had a nice trip home. Everything's all right. Hope your dad's okay, kiddo.
Definitely. I'm glad your boss survived.
Yeah. I was going to say, by all accounts, it's going to be mega windy up your end. I think we've got reports of windy down here on Tuesday.
It's going to be windy up his end, is it?
It is. Right, kiddo. It is nearly coming up to the hour.
It is. What you got coming up next week?
Next week, it's going to be juices. I've got a load of juices to get through, so I'm going to be doing some juice reviews next week. On next Sunday show, I'll be giving I've got an important announcement for you, for all you folk in Chatland and people watching on the replay. So watch out for next Sunday's show. Going to be interesting. I'm not going to say anything at the present moment, but next week...
Tease.
I've got to do a tease. I've got an important announcement to make. And you, kiddo, what's your plan for the week?
Back to work tomorrow, so digging myself out of the stuck for the next few days. Then back on for the home service on Thursday.
The home service on Thursday with me, Steve, and the wonderful Chris. From across the pond.
Don't mention the war. Is he still about?
Well, Lethal, I think he is. Bless him.
Oh, bless him.
Bless. Right then, I'm going to let you say your goodbyes and everything.
Everybody, thank you for joining us. Vic, huge thank you for keeping us on track with the Doctor Who lore. It's been absolutely brilliant last hour on the show.
Yeah,
I've really
thoroughly
enjoyed that conversation. Some interesting thoughts running through the head now after that.
Yeah.
Everybody that's joined us, thank you so much. It's been absolutely brilliant. We will get around to doing The Witcher.
We will.
Even
now I've been forced, I'm going to have to watch it.
You are. Just be careful of the bits with boobies.
Why will I have to be careful with boobies?
I told you, you're getting overexcited. You're getting on, mate.
You're still older than me.
Yeah.
You're still older than me.
I have many years of practice, though, dear boy.
Months, only months. A month.
They were great boobies, to be fair. So,
See, the thing is, though, are we talking Game of Thrones boobies?
oh, it's not as bad as Game of Thrones.
Oh, then it's mild. Then it's
I don't know. There's a very interesting pie eating competition where he meets up with the evil sorceress. But
There you go. Oh, bless. Right, I will say my goodbyes. Steve, thank you for an amazing show. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. It's been nice talking about Mandalorian and Doctor Who. It's been very interesting, and I'll be obviously watching Doctor Who tonight. Guys in chat, thank you so much. If you haven't, give it no thumbs up. Just hit that button, give it a good thumbs up. It'd be awesome. I've got to say thank you to the Spanners for looking after chat, and it was really nice. Thank you, Vic, for being in as well, keeping us in check with our corrections of Doctor Who.
Oh man, we needed it as well.
Oh yeah, it's always nice to have someone that knows.
Oh, too. I just couldn't remember Omega. Really couldn't. Gaily, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's lovely. I do love little comments like that.
Yeah.
It made my afternoon now.
Means a lot. It really does. Right, are we going to say ta then?
Do we have to?
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.